Hi, I'm Dan Fleisch, and in this video, I'm going to talk about the importance of integrity in college. If your experience in school before college was like mine, you probably heard various forms of the admonition, be honest, because if you cheat, you're only hurting yourself, hundreds or maybe thousands of times from your teachers, parents, counselors, clergy, and other people. And like me, you may have seen or heard about lots of students cheating and completely getting away with it. So if those students are suffering no apparent negative consequences for their actions, are they really hurting themselves by cheating? I think they are, but the damage done by dishonesty isn't always evident in the short term. Sure, if someone gets caught cheating, the consequences may be immediate and obvious. But it's been my experience that the damage to someone who cheats can be a lot greater when that person doesn't get caught. You may be thinking, wait a minute, if I cheat and don't get caught, I'll probably get a higher grade, and aren't higher grades always better? The answer to that question is no. That's because a higher grade has value for you only when it represents the reality of what you've accomplished. Just think for a minute about what will happen when your college record doesn't reflect anything real about your knowledge or abilities. If you get a job or a grad school appointment based on that record, you are guaranteed to be headed for disaster. I say that because I've seen it happen. In my 20 years in industry after graduate school and 20 years in academia since then, my most uncomfortable moments have been watching the inevitable crashing and burning of individuals who have somehow gotten into a position for which they're not qualified. If you think not getting a certain job or grad school offer is bad, I can assure you that it is infinitely worse to get that offer if you're not the person your record indicates. That's very bad for the organization, but it's truly horrible for you. So if you saw people cheating, getting higher grades than they deserved, and suffering no apparent consequences, there's a very good chance that you just weren't there to see those consequences. And they were probably a lot worse than you or the dishonest person ever imagined. Of course, I know how stressful it can be when you realize you may be about to get a low grade on an exam or an assignment, and how powerful the temptation to break the rules can be. But you have to remember that it's in your own interest to make sure that every bit of your academic record reflects your knowledge and ability. And academic dishonesty achieves the opposite result. One final thought. Acting with integrity is especially important in college. To see why that's true, you should realize that the college experience is not about an instructor somehow magically pouring knowledge into the minds of students. Done properly, college is a cooperative enterprise in which students work with professors and with other students to learn as much as possible as they develop the skills and expertise needed for their lives after graduation. And trust is an important, perhaps the most important, component of cooperation within the academic community. So, where does that trust come from? It's earned. You cannot just say, trust me, and expect any thoughtful people to do it. You earn trust, meaningful trust, from people in your community by demonstrating that you're a person with integrity. So do that. As always, I appreciate your time.